Hi everybody! To celebrate making it back to Rwanda, I thought that I would do a quick video of 5 of my favourite Kinyarwanda words. So here in Rwanda there are 4 national languages. We've got Kinyarwanda, which is the main national language, and then we've got English, French and Swahili. And cat. Now, it's kind of rare to hear people speaking Swahili, but Kinyarwanda is widely spoken by pretty much everybody except me. And then English and French you hear everywhere as well. So my Kinyarwanda is absolutely appalling. I can speak just about enough to get food, to get drink, to get home on a moto. So the real basics. So what I'm going to teach you today is probably going to be horrifically mispronounced, but here we go anyway. So first up is the word Umva. Now, we love the word Umva because there's kind of a joke that you can use it to mean anything. And I think every language has got a few of these words that you can kind of just use to mean different things. I mean, in the UK, we swear a lot, and definitely the F word can be used in a multitude of circumstances to mean both good things and bad things, and umva is kind of a bit like that. But it comes from the root word kumva, to listen. And it basically, umva means listen up, or it can mean umva, 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 umva. So next up is a lovely word, Turikumwe, and it just kind of trips off your tongue. Turikumwe. And it's just a really nice word that, you know, if you call up your friend and they're upset, they're distressed, but you can't be there with them, then you can say, Turikumwe, we are together, you're not alone in this. Okay, so next up is the word Inshuti. Now, it's a really lovely word to say. Inshuti. It's a little bit like the Irish akushla, you know, it's got that soothing sound to it. So Inshuti means friend. So if you're a fan of sex education, Inshuti Gatwa, who is a Rwandan Scottish actor. Okay, so next up is the word Amakuru. And again, it's kind of nice and satisfying to say, Amakuru, Amakuru. And Amakuru just basically means, how are you? And what I really like about this is that the culture in Rwanda and the UK is really similar on this respect, because, you know, if you're in the UK and you say to somebody, hi, how are you? You know, unless you're in a very specific situation where you really genuinely want to know, then there is only one response that you're supposed to give. If somebody says, how are you? Your response is, I'm fine. And that's just the custom. You would think it would be rather weird if you say, you know, how are you? And somebody goes, well, my gout's back. I think one of my cats has run away. I'm so bored by the news right now. You'd be like, whoa, too much information. And it's kind of the same in Rwanda, because if you ask somebody Amakuru, it literally translates as what's the news? And the only response you're supposed to give is Nimeza. It is good. The news is good. So Amakuru Nimeza. How are you? I'm fine. And that's where we leave it. Okay, so the last word up here is the word that I'm most likely to mispronounce, but I kind of wanted to include it because for me it's a badge of honour that I can get anywhere close. It's one of the longest Kinyarwanda words that I know, and that is Moriheirwe. Now, Moriheirwe means bon appetit, enjoy your meal. So before you eat, you say Moriheirwe. My friend Karen gave me a way of kind of remembering this, because it's not an easy word to say, and a lot of Kinyarwanda words are very different to English. You know, it's not an easy one to kind of link to English words and kind of remember how to pronounce them. But she said that Moriheirwe sounds very similar to move your head away really quickly. So move your head away, move your head away, Muryoherwe, Muryoherwe, Muryoherwe. There you go. So Muryoherwe, enjoy your meal. Okay, so those are 5 of my favourite Kinyarwanda words, and they're actually words that I do tend to use quite regularly. So, you know, that's something.